Hey everyone, welcome to the 9th video in a series of tutorials that will help you to collect, examine and visualize urban informatics and modelling through digital data sources within the context of Melbourne, Australia. Hi, my name is Amy and in this tutorial I will teach you how to visualize 3D height data in QGIS. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is to open up our internet browser and type in Urban and then go to the Urban portal. And once in the Urban portal, create a new project, which in this case I've already done. Then we're going to refine our area down to that of Melbourne City. And then we're going to copy this area to a bounding box. After this, we're going to adjust our bounding box to show only that of the Melbourne CBD and Docklands. And then after this, we're going to open up our data browser and we're going to type footprints into the keyword search bar and press enter. And then we're going to select the latest set of building footprints by Melbourne Water, which is from February 2019. And then in our data attributes section, we're going to select all of the attributes and we're going to rename our data set. And then we're going to add this data set to our command panel. And then we're going to close our data browser. Next, we're going to download our data set as a shapefile. So to do this, we're going to click on our spanner next to our data set and then download a shapefile. Once our dataset has finished downloading, we're going to open up this dataset within the File Explorer, and then we're going to right-click and extract this dataset. And then we're going to minimize our internet browser. In our QGIS project from our raster file tutorial, we are going to navigate and find our new downloaded building footprint shapefile. And then we're going to click and drag this file into our layer panel in order to open up this shapefile within our project. And then after this, we're going to rename this layer in order to easily identify it. The next thing we're going to do is to make sure that we are only dealing with buildings that have an input height of more than 0 meters. So in other words, the buildings that have a positive value. This is because, as you can see in the layers attribute table, there are several buildings with an average height value in the negatives. So to filter this, we are going to double click on our layer to open up the properties menu, and we are going to go to the source tab. In our source tab, we are going to click on the query builder button in order to open up this window. In this window, we can see that we have all of our layers attribute data fields. And we are going to double click on our one height average data field in order to add this data field to our filter dialog box. And then after this attribute, we're going to type in greater than 0 and then press OK. Next, we're going to assign our buildings colors based on their building use overlays. So to do this, we're going to go to our symbology tab, and then we're going to change our symbology to a categorize symbology. And then from the list of value options, we're going to select the for land use option, as this is the attribute data field that has the building use overlay codes. And then once again, just like in our raster file tutorial, we are going to select the magma color ramp as our color scheme. And then we need to classify our categorize symbology. And within our categorized data field symbology, we can see all of the codes of the different building use overlays. So after this, we're going to press OK to close our layers properties. And then the next thing we're going to do is to install the QGIS 23JS Explorer plugin. And to do this, we're going to go to the Plugins tab within our toolbar menu. And we're going to click on Manage and Install Plugins. This will open up a plugin repository of available free-to-install plugins to utilize within QGIS. So in this instance, we're going to type in QGIS, the number 2, the word 3, JS, and then we're going to select this plugin and install it. In this instance, I have already installed this plugin, but where my screen says reinstall plugin, there will be a button that says install plugin. And then before we close our plugin repository, we're going to make sure that our plugin has the box next to it ticked, as this will make sure that this plugin is visible within the toolbar menu. And then we're going to close our repository. After this, we can now open up our plugin. And as you can see at the moment, our plugin viewport is displaying not only our building footprints, but also the colorized raster layer. So in order to keep the 3D height values of our raster layer without this layer being colored, we're going to exit our plugin. And we're going to hide our raster file layer within our QGIS viewport. And then going back into our plugin window, we can now see that because we have our raster file layer selected within our plugin, the heights of this layer are seen without the color visible. So the next thing we're going to do is to double click on our polygon building footprint shapefile layer. And this will open up the layer properties for this layer. In this window, we can change our object type from the list of options to an extruded object. And then we are going to change our Z coordinate to be relative to our contour output raster layer. After this, we are going to go to the style section of our properties, and we are going to define the height of our expression to our one height average attribute data field from the list of data field options. And then after this, we're going to click OK to exit our layer properties. And then finally, to visualize our 3D building footprints within our plugin viewport, we are going to tick our building footprint layer. And wait a few seconds. And voila. There you have it. A 3D height model visualised within QGIS of the City of Melbourne. To orbit around our model, click the left button on your mouse. To zoom in and out, use the scroll bar on your mouse. And to pan, use the right button on your mouse. If you want to have a basic 3D model of your city without the categorized buildings, all you have to do is to exit your plugin and then recolorize your building footprint layer to be a single symbol, and then choose your desired color. And then go back into your plugin. Wait a few moments and all of your previous changes to your plugin viewport will be visualized. And there you go. Now you know how to create a 3D visualization of a city within QGIS. Thank you for watching this video on how to visualize 3D height data in QGIS. In the next video, I will show you how to export data from QGIS to Mapbox and back again. So until next time, bye!